Well, it's International Women's Month, and I know you care, and neither do I. But I do like chocolate, and the one thing that has happened immediately that I think is great is that Jeremy, the God King of the DailyWire, has started his own chocolate company. Why? Because Hershey chocolate put out an ad, a campaign for International Women's Month that apparently is just egregious, just awful in its acceptance of the idea that there are no women, that women are a social construct. This incredibly stupid, lunatic idea that is passing through our culture like a noxious fog. Now, I haven't seen the Hershey chocolate International Women's but not women's ads. So our producers, because they hate me, and you can see why, obviously, but because they hate me, have decided that they're going to play these Hershey's ad, and I'm going to watch them and react to them on screen. But just remember, don't panic, because you don't have to buy Hershey's chocolate anymore, because we now have Jeremy's chocolate, and you get it at IHateHersheys.com. I love working at the Daily Wire. Where else could you do this stuff? IHateHersheys.com to get the chocolate that you want, because here at the Daily Wire, we know that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. After that, we get a little muzzy about what happens, but up to that point, we're really clear about this. So let's take a look at some of the International Women's campaigns from Hershey's chocolate.
Some may see the future as dark,
but we most definitely see the light.
Because the future isn't fantasy.
It's ours for the making.
This International Women's Day,
see the women changing how we see the future
at Hershey's Canada.
So you see it with pimples and... You know, I always like the aggression of these things, you know.
Yeah, some people see it one way, but we are taking it back.
Okay, so it's chocolate. Ladies, you know, if you're going to eat chocolate, you shouldn't eat too much chocolate, but if you're going to eat chocolate, obviously you want Jeremy's chocolate because this is, you know, you don't want to be with these people. Just look at them. But let's take a look at more of this. I want to see how they played this out.
Diversity and inclusivity are not options. Our generation can change things. See the woman changing how we see the future.
Not options. The aggression of all these things really gets me, you know, like...
I'm an American.
I said I was in America, I'm sorry.
Like I'm supposed to, be intimidated into making you an American, or, you know...
Inclusivity is not an option.
Maybe it is. Maybe I don't want to include you. Maybe, for instance, I belong to a man's club and you can't come in. What do you think of that?
We're not Hershey's chocolate.
Oh, my God, I hate these people. No. I'm all about the love and belief. And remember, it's IHateHersheys.com if you want to get Jeremy's chocolate instead of looking at this. All right, let's see another one.
My name is Faye Johnstone. I'm the executive director of Wisdom to Action. We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space as their honest and authentic selves. See the women changing how we see the future at Hershey's Canada.
Oh, God. Now, before I tear out my eyes, because I can't unsee that, I do want to say that I fully support men being, men, let's face it, you know, men are better, you know, at athletics. We're better at inventing things. We're better at fixing the plumbing. Why shouldn't we be better at being women? What do you think? Women, you think you have a monopoly on being women? Absolutely not. If you want to eat Hershey's chocolate, you have to acknowledge that a man can be a woman just as well or even better than a woman does. On the other hand, if you think that's a lot of crap, go to IHateHersheys.com and get some of Jeremy's chocolate, because you don't have to take this garbage from them. Why do you give your money to people who hate you when you could give it to Jeremy, who only hates me and only for personal reasons? So, all right, let's see a little more of this.
I am a climate tech researcher, currently working on a bioplastic. I want to play a role in helping to develop climate solutions.
All right, I don't care that she wants to waste her life on this climate hoax. That doesn't bother me at all. But I still don't want to eat her chocolate because I just find this aggressive and stupid. And I cannot believe they included a man in International Women's Month. I mean, do they not see how offensive that is? Do they not see how unkind it is? Do they not see how degrading to women it is? Obviously they don't, but we do. So you should get your chocolate at IHateHersheys.com to get Jeremy's chocolate. All right, is there more of this garbage? Let's see.
I'm a gender equality activist. I'm trying to build a future that allows every woman to soar and every human to practice both their rights and their privileges.
Did you get that? Both their rights and their privileges.
Maybe you should check your privilege.
Usually we talk about their rights and their responsibilities. Like, for instance, if you're a woman, you might have a responsibility to your womanhood to, say, produce and nurture children. That might be one of the responsibilities of womanhood. You might have a responsibility to treat people kindly, or to be a loving, tender, nurturing person. And if you're a man, you might have a responsibility not to go into a woman's locker room with your dingus. Don't do that. That's your responsibility. Also, your responsibility is to get your chocolates from now on at IHateHersheys.com, where we're selling Jeremy's chocolates so you can boycott these buffoons. Let's see more.
I'm the Chief Water Commissioner for Anishinaabe Nation and Indigenous rights and water activist. One of the main things that I do is encourage young people to be proud of where they come from and who they are.
All right. I have no idea what that woman just said. I have no idea what indigenous rights. Do indigenous people have more rights than other indigenous people? If you're not indigenous, are you indigenous?
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Are you, like, as an indigenous person, have no rights? I represent indigenous people. I am an indigenous guy, and I want my land back. And even if it was your land yesterday, if you took it back, I want Diginy. I'm going to start the country of Diginy. And I'm going to begin by getting my chocolates at Hersheys.com, where we can get Jeremy's chocolates. So I got to say, Jeremy is obviously getting on in years. He's starting to decay a little. He's had the hair is growing gray. He's just, but he's not slowing down at all. I mean, the fact that he could react to this thing so quickly with this ad is amazing. Let us watch Jeremy, the God King of the Daily Wire, introducing Jeremy's chocolates.
International Women's Day is upon us again, and I love an international woman. But our friends over at Hershey's, they don't even know what a woman is. They've hired a biological male to be the spokesperson for their Women's Day campaign, and they're calling that campaign, and I swear I'm not making this up, Hershey. Hershey. It's humiliating, and it's the reason that I'm launching Jeremy's chocolate. We have two kinds, she, her, and he, him. One of them's got nuts. If you need me to tell you which one it is, keep giving your money to Hershey's. But if you're tired of giving your money to woke corporations that hate you, and you're looking for a delicious chocolate bar from a company that actually wants your business, head over to IHateHersheys.com and order Jeremy's chocolate today.
At the beginning of this, I said it's International Women's Month, but it's International Women's Day, so it's just that time of the month. But when they go to Hershey's, what did they do to Knowles? What did they give him, drugs or something? What was that look on his face? All right. And I have to say that, Brett looks absolutely beautiful. I wasn't sure for a minute if that was Brett or Ben dressed up as Brett. We have a lot of shenanigans going on here that we don't like to talk about. But still, you want to get your chocolates at IHateHersheys.com. I like this one. I actually enjoyed this one. This is great. Get your Jeremy's chocolates at IHateHersheys.com. One of them has nuts, one of them doesn't. That is absolutely brilliant. I love working at this place. For more Klavan-y fantabulousness, like and subscribe to The Andrew Klavan Show wherever you get your podcasts.